While everyone's out here being distracted and following trends and trying to copy off what everyone else is doing, you can have the advantage of working on yourself, continuously working on your craft, because it's going to take that. This YouTube journey that I'm currently on, it's worked me. As much as I'm working it, Lord knows it worked me, and it's continuing to work me. Some nights it kicks my ass. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Those last words, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. How profound those words are. I remember the very first time I heard those words, or rather read those words and seen those words, the feeling that came across me, I felt a sense of strength and power and a liveliness that ran through my body and made me truly believe that I was in control of who I am to be and what I am to become. It made me realize that no matter what circumstances that I'm facing, no matter what I've gone through, no matter what I will go through, it's up to me to decide how I'm going to handle it, who I'm going to be during those moments, who I'm going to be during those times. Now, for those who are new to my channel, who may not know, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I pledged back in college. I'm a Noop, right? And shout out to all the Noops, yo, to all the brothers watching this. And I remember being online, having to memorize this poem. And it was just such a powerful poem. And, you know, it gave strength during those nights, those long nights, those times where you was going through some things and really needed to understand, like, who you were, right? When you needed that extra strength, when you needed to be strong, right? And those words, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul, it put me in a driver's seat. Anytime I think about that, I'm the captain, I'm the master. Those words, captain and master, master and captain, of you, not of anyone else, but of you, and in this case, of myself. Man, I tell you, it's a powerful poem, right? I'm a poet myself. I love poetry, always been a writer, and I've always loved to encourage and inspire other people. And in my journey of life, more times than not, I'm usually the one who's motivating others and inspiring others, even during those times where I would probably be the one that need that strength or that encouragement, right? Isn't that how that typically goes? It's usually the strongest person who's helping everyone else, usually the one that needs the help. And, you know, I never really was the type of person that liked to ask others for help. And it's not that I wouldn't ask for help or I haven't asked for help. It's one of those things where whenever I asked a lot of people I was close to for help, it just was they may not have been able to help me, right? Either they just refused to help or they just weren't in a case to help or in a position to help me. And I would rather be the one that's doing the helping, right? And in life, healers, helpers, rocks, the people who are usually the strongest person in their circle, and if not in a physical sense, mental sense, right? Even if you don't have a circle, right? A lot of times you may be the one that's willing to help everyone else, but sometimes we're not willing to help ourselves. Our biggest struggles in life is not what's going on outside of ourselves. Our biggest struggles in life is typically what's going on within ourselves. And anyone that's watching this video, I just want to remind you that you have everything that it takes within you to become that which you yearn for, what you strive for, right? Within reason. I'm not saying that there's nothing that's possible, but I'm saying, like, if you're a 50-year-old man and you got goals to become a NFL or NBA player, right? The probability of that happening at that time is extremely low. It may be possible, but everything has to be in alignment, right? But without using extremes, you may not be able to accomplish this goal right here that you may have set up for yourself, but it may be this goal over here that you may have set up for yourself. Your train may have departed. There's expiration dates for everything, right? And some goals that we may have had, the expiration dates may have expired for one particular goal, but that doesn't mean that that's the case for all of your goals. And for those of you who are like me, who on this YouTube journey, and you may feel like that you're late to the party, or, whenever you're doing your research and looking at other channels while you're trying to grow your channel and all of that stuff, it may seem overwhelming listening to so many different people. Some things are conflicting, whether you're looking up SEO, trying to figure out the keywords. Anyone that's been following me for some time, if you notice my thumbnails, they change throughout time, the themes and different things like that. And just when I think I might have found some that works, the type of content that I want to create may change. So now the thumbnail may have to change, and then the title have to change, and then the keywords, and then boom, I'm just like, damn, I still want to grow this, right? So I appreciate everyone that's out there who's been patient with me along this journey. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, right? And for you guys out there who may be small channels and you haven't gotten monetized yet, and you may be thinking like, dang, you're late to the party. No, you're not late, right? Who knows what you can become on your journey? Believe in yourself. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul, right? You have the ability to do the things that others say that you can't do, right? And it's not about proving others wrong. You can even kind of think about it as like proving yourself right, showing yourself like this dream, this goal that I have, I'm able to do it, right? I don't care what they saying over there. I don't care what they saying over there, right? Take it from me, man. Take it from somebody who grew up very, very impoverished, right? Detroit, Michigan. Was in and out of foster homes at a very young age, experienced extreme abuse, right? Childhood bullying, experienced that type of thing, right? People not believing in you, not having emotionally available parents, and supposed to be a statistic, not even supposed to be here now, but yet and still I'm here talking to you guys right now, motivating you and letting you know that yes, it's possible for you to accomplish your goals. If you want to be the type of person that has 1 million subs on YouTube, you too can do that as well, but you also have to understand that that comes along with work. You have to work. You being the master of your fate, you being the captain of your soul, you also have to understand everything that comes along with that. Be willing to do whatever is necessary to accomplish your goals. While everyone's out here being distracted and following trends and trying to copy off what everyone else is doing, you can have the advantage of working on yourself, continuously working on your craft, because it's gonna take that. This YouTube journey that I'm currently on, it's worked me. As much as I'm working it, Lord knows it worked me, and it's continuing to work me. Some nights it kicks my ass, right? Since before the pandemic happened, I've been getting up every morning at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? 3 a.m. I also have a 9 to 5, or rather an 8 to 4:30. So I'm up 5 hours before my work shift starts. Then I work a whole shift, and then I'm a father. So when I come home, I still have to be a father to my baby girl. And after that, there's other work that needs to be done, right? I still have to go to the gym in the mornings, maybe do 2-a-days at night. I'm a studier, I'm a knowledge and wisdom seeker, so I'm always studying things, right? A lot of times I too get extremely distracted. A lot of times I too get to eat really, really recklessly and gaining crazy weight and working extremely hard to try to get this weight up off me, right? Funny enough, I'm on day 17 of a 20-day master cleanse, right? It's just an all raw diet. So I started off at 252. I weighed myself this morning. I'm currently at 232. And my goal is to get down to 200 pounds. And then once I get there, I want to get to 185. So I have some lofty goals in that department, right? And they're extremely possible. I've been there before, but the older that I get, I'll be 40 pretty soon, as I've mentioned before. And I realized the older you get, the more you want to BS with eating. Okay, all right. The harder it's going to become, right? But again, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And that's why I am where I am today. And I say all of this stuff just to say, for you in your life, you have certain goals that you're working on. You have certain struggles. You have certain vices. You have certain things that are meant for you alone to experience and go through and grow through. And you can do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Know that you can. Understand what's necessary for you to get what you have to get. If you have to cut off people, I don't care if it's families, friends, associates, co-workers, whatever the case may be, no job that you have in life is more important than the job of making sure that you're all right. Making sure your mind, your body, your heart, your spirit, your soul, because none of these bosses that you may be working with, none of these co-workers, families, friends, none of them can tell you who you are. That's up to you. So I leave you with that. Hopefully this ramble, it wasn't too boring or anything like that, right? I'm starting to work on how to add my humor, my sense of humor, and my full self into my videos. And anyone notice, yeah, I got this cool mic set up, got the, I ain't gonna say the name of the company, anything like that. They not sponsoring me or anything like that. But yeah, in terms of my YouTube journey, I also understand that it's an investment. So just like I'm investing in myself and my health and in my wealth, I'm also investing in my craft. So you always have to upgrade every time you get. So hopefully this new way of recording videos and things like that, it's gonna pay dividends and everything. So do me a favor and hit that like button on the video for me. It's gonna help the algorithm, right? Leave your comments. Let me know where you are in your journey, whether that's in YouTube journey, whether that's in your health journey, in your life journey, whatever it is. I'm genuinely interested in wanting to know what you guys been up to and where you currently are. And if you haven't already, if you made it this far in the video, you got to do me a huge favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I drop a new video, and share this video with anyone who you believe may find benefit in this video. I'm Khalil Gerard. This is my channel. Welcome if you guys are new, and welcome back if you guys always been here. Till next time, you guys be safe. I love you all. Peace.